Hi everybody! I'm back today for my Winecraft Wednesdays. I'm Michelle James from Michelle James Designs, and I blog at michellejdesigns.com. And there you can find home decor, crafts, and upcycles. Sorry, upcycling projects, things like that. So I'm glad you're joining me. I do see somebody here. Who is it? I just want to refresh my screen here so I can see and make sure I'm on. And then I'm showing up. Okay, so when you guys come on the video, please share with your friends, okay? So everybody can see. We're going to start some Halloween stuff. Hi, Heather. Yay. Okay. I'm going to start some Halloween crafts because I love Halloween and I love making stuff for Halloween, and I like to make everything different every year. Well, not everything. I put it all out again, but I add more to it. So today we are going to work on some wine glasses. Well, actually they're champagne glasses because they fit better with the hand that I had for the skeleton. So this is the wine glass, but without, we're going to take off the washi tape that I have at the top, but it's got this like creepy kind of hand on it. Skeleton hand, and I love it. Okay, so that's what we're going to make tonight. So the supplies that you need for this are obviously the wine glasses. Most of this, the wine glasses and the skeleton hands are from the Dollar Tree. So if you have a Dollar Tree by you, $1, and then the skeleton tongs were actually $1 too. So $3 is what it cost me because I already had all the paint. So that's pretty good for some home decor for Halloween. Okay, so these were clear on the top, and they actually had a green stem. You can kind of see the little green area there because I wanted it to show a little bit. I don't know. Or I didn't mask well, but I don't care. Okay, so you need the wine glasses or champagne glasses or whatever fits whatever skeleton things you find, whatever fits your glass. I kind of went around the store with a little hand kind of cupping the glass to make sure that it would fit correctly. So what I got was these tongs. So these are the bottoms of them, and this is the color they started, this kind of gray color. Hi, Cheryl Ann. How are you? And this is what they come on, this little skeleton tongs. I need to be able to switch my camera around and do that. I got to figure that out so it's not backwards, but and then I used the frosted glass Rust-Oleum. These products are in the shop on the Facebook page, so if you want to look again for them. Some of them are more expensive on Amazon, so go to the Dollar Tree if you have one by you. I didn't even put the wine glasses on there, but you guys can find wine glasses anywhere. And then I have the flat black paint primer from Rust-Oleum. We go through this a lot. Jeff and I use this all the time. So I had that. I had the frosted glass, and this I bought a long time ago, and I've used it several times. So these things last a while. Then you'll need washi tape, and this is or some sort of masking tape, whatever you have, to mask around the top of your wine glass, just in case you want to use them. I was going to read this frosted thing and see how well it washes. I think you would definitely have to hand wash, and I'm not sure about this, how well this would hold up, so you might just want to kind of clean inside and around the rim and call it good for that if you're going to actually use them. I'm just going to use them for decor, maybe put candy or something in them. So hi, Ange. Okay, so I left this one on there even though it's done because I wanted to show you guys I went around the edge, but I also did the entire top because I didn't want any of this spray paint to go inside the glass. Okay, so we'll reveal this later while we're waiting for some of our paint to dry. In advance, I have already frosted this one and painted the bottom because this was a green stem. So I used the flat black primer to paint the bottom. Okay. So I did all that in advance because nobody wants to sit here and watch paint dry, right? Right. Okay, I also, we cut the tongs at the wrist. Let me see. We cut them at the wrist on the bandsaw. I think they went like this or something. No, like this. Yeah. So we used the bandsaw to cut that. Okay, so if you don't have a bandsaw, probably a little handsaw would do it. It might take you longer, but it's just plastic, so it should cut. And then I painted the hand black because, you know, it used to be this kind of shiny gray. Okay, so that's my base. And then we're going to make it look kind of, you know, more like old bones, like that. Okay, so another two of the paints we're using for this is called dry brushing. If you guys are familiar with dry brushing, basically it's using a dry brush and you dip it in the paint, but then you take a lot of the paint off and then brush lightly onto your project. When you're brushing on when you're brushing onto your project, you just want to start lightly and then you can always add more. But it's hard to take off. So you want to start light and then go more light layers. I am using these chip brushes. I kind of like these for dry brushing because the bristles are kind of feathery, it seems like. They're not real dense together, so it helps to kind of just give this little feathery look. Okay, so first I'm going to start with light ivory. And I'm just going to shake that up. And I'm just going to put a tiny bit because this hand is not very big, so you don't need very much paint. So see, I don't even know if you can see that, but it's just a little dot. Okay, so when you're dry brushing, you want to have something. I'm going to use this cardboard. You want to have something you can see your paint. Since my paint is light, this cardboard will work. And then I'm going to dip my brush in it just a little bit. And then I'm going to actually brush some off here and then go onto my hand. Do that again. So what I'm doing is I'm covering a lot of the black, but it's still showing through to kind of give that aged look of old bones. Like my old bones. Okay, so you just want to do everything that's going to show. So I thought I could get by with just doing the outside of the hand, but when I put it up to the glass, when I did the other one, I noticed I had to do part of the insides too because you can actually see it. Sorry. So you can see some of the underside of the hand as well. And I actually frosted the glass so that the glue wouldn't show through the glass because I didn't want that to show, and it does help. I just have to be a little more careful with my glue when I glue it on there. And I did use the E6000 for that. That is also in the shop from before. On the Facebook page, you guys can find these products. Now there's not a lot of paint left on the plastic thing itself, so I'm just going to go straight to the hand. And some places are darker than others, so I'm going to try to fix that. Just going to add a teeny bit more paint. I didn't quite get enough. There we go, that's better. My husband is an expert at dry brushing, he really is, and so he's teaching me. I'm not very patient, so dry brushing for me has always been kind of scary. But I'm getting better at it. He told me my hand looked good today, so that was a big compliment. Okay, so I think I'm gonna call this guy good. So he looks like that on that side, and he looks like that on that side. Okay, so I'm gonna let this dry for a little bit. It's it doesn't take very long to dry at all. This acrylic paints are really fast. So I'm gonna let that dry for a bit. Maybe you guys can tell me while we're waiting, what's your favorite Halloween thing to do? What's your favorite Halloween movie? Favorite Halloween movie? Or you could answer in your favorite Halloween gift. Those are fun. I love those gifts. Oh wait. You can do that, but I'm gonna actually dry brush the bottom of the stem too. I don't know if you could see that on the other glass. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna get back out that paint, that brush back. And when I'm doing the stem, I just kind of lightly, and then I just kind of brushed across the bottom. Pumpkin carving, Ange says. That is fun. You know, I haven't carved pumpkins in a really long time. I tend to paint them instead of carve them. What else? Does anybody else answer? Let me see. Booze. Peggy says she likes booze. Ha ha ha, like wine. I get it. That's awesome. I think Annette likes booze too, although she hasn't said. Eating candy. Good job, Carol Ann. That's a fun one too. Do you guys get a lot of trick-or-treaters? I get none. They go right by me because our house looks like a haunted house from the outside. I kid you not. Nobody wants to come to my house. And last year, our neighbor was using the saw outside. So not only did it look haunting at my house, but then you could hear the saw going. It was funny. The kids, they ran away. It was terrible. Okay. So I think I've got that done now. I am going to switch over to the silver paint. Now this silver, it's from Testors. It's Testors Craft Metallic Silver. Ange will like that. Black and silver. Here you go, Ange. These are your favorite things. So again, we're going to do the same thing using the silver. And what the silver does is not add a lot of silver color, but it just kind of adds a little sheen to it, which is kind of fun. So again, a little bit of paint. Wipe it off. I'm going to start with the hand. Talk to the hand. What else? Who else is on here? Okay. Okay, a little more silver here. This is looking awesome. I saw some of these glasses. They were, of course, much better than these, but they were at TJ Maxx. And I just looked them up I saw them on Amazon, and they were like $109. Now on Amazon, I think it was a set of 4, but at TJ Maxx it was a set of 2. I can't remember how much they were, but they were really cool, and that's what inspired me to create these wine glasses. I love them. They're creepy. Okay, got the silver. So I'm going to set that aside and do a little silver on my stem. sometimes you don't even have to go back to the paint stem. You can just kind of get it off your cardboard. Okay, I think that's pretty good. All right, so then after that's dry a little bit, we'll go ahead and glue it on. While we're waiting, we can, I'll just take the tape off this so you guys can see how wonderful it looks in its finished state. I use washi tape a lot for masking. Do you guys do that? Or is it just me? Is that a waste of money? At least I don't use it as often as I thought I would in my crafting. So, okay, here we go. I love it. It's a nice crisp edge all the way around. There we go. And there is the finished cup, finished glass. I just have to be careful with my glue because there's kind of a little glue mess. I don't know if you can see it. Right over here and right over here is where and down here is where the hand hits the glass. So that's where I put the glue. But I was trying to get it to stay in a spot and it kind of slipped off and the glue slipped too. So I'm going to be a little more careful and I'm actually just going to hold that. Peggy says I should do washi tape on next week's Wine Craft Wednesday. That's probably a good idea because I don't use it enough. I really don't. And you guys, I have a lot. It's right back there. And I have a lot. Like these little, you know, those little baskets. Those white baskets are all like 4 or 5 of them full. Okay. All right. Let's see if I can glue this better this time. Now I'm nervous because you guys are watching. You're watching me. Okay, so what I did first was kind of figure out how I want it, and I want it to go on the other side. Okay, so I want it to go, well, I guess it doesn't matter, I just turn the cup, duh. Okay, so I want it to be down on the base, and then I got to figure out which, yeah. So it hits right here on the thumb, and then right up here on the little ring finger. So that's where we need to hit the glue. So I'm just going to put a little bit there. Doesn't take a whole lot. A little bit on the thumb. And then down here on the base. All right. Okay, now I'm just going to hold it for a little bit. Better set it down. Okay, I'm just going to hold it here. And I think that after a little bit, I can lay it down and kind of make sure that it's not going to roll. So I had the lid to my, that I used the paint. I kind of used that as a place where it would lean against and not roll any further. Yes, the gluing of the fingers. I'm crossing my fingers, yes. You're funny, Peggy. Okay. It looks better than the last one so far. So what else do you guys like to do while we're waiting for this glue to settle? Oh, I just bogged it again, darn it. It's not too bad. It's still okay. Nobody panic. Okay, so that's the end of our thing though, really. Are we still there? Okay, I think I had a phone call coming in or something. Did it go away? Okay, I'm going to try to lay this down carefully. carefully, I said. Yeah, it's not going so well, you guys. Maybe we have to have some sort of way to make this work better. Okay. There. I think I got it in its resting spot until it dries. Okay. So do you guys have any good questions? Any questions about this? Next week, like I said, I'm going to start my Halloween stuff. So I think what I'm going to do, because I've seen these Halloween villages that are made out of the Christmas villages, and I have some of these pieces that I don't really use anymore, and so I'm going to take, I don't know if I'll use this particular one. I just grabbed this out of the thing. But thank you, Carol Ann. Thank you. I just grabbed this, but I think it's going to be kind of the same process as this, only we're going to add more stuff to it. So we will be spraying these black. I think I'm going to pick like 4 or 5 of my Christmas village ones and work on a Halloween village. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, then we'll do that too, because I got that. I have those. I got some little figurines. Jeff talked me into these little zombie guys. Well, they're like Frankensteins, and there's kind of a gargoyle there. That'll be kind of fun to put on those. And then I'm going to kind of drape this cloth over everything. And then I have these chandelier things too. I don't know. It's all going to be like a little, oh, sorry, Pee-wee. Going to be like a little Halloween scary village. So if you guys are into that, we'll do some of that maybe in the next couple weeks too. All right. Hi, Brooke. Okay, so you guys, I think I'm all done. And thanks for showing up. And be sure to share, okay? See you later. Bye. Get this off.